Hello and welcome to class number 4. Class number 4 for the advanced students, which means we have 190 more classes to go. A lot of classes and a lot of material to cover. And we're going to cover every relevant concept and item for the advanced student imaginable. And we're going to cover it again and again until it's almost a sixth sense for you to automatize and assimilate these structures. Because the people who master a structure, and if you can master the basic structure and a lot of the grammar of the English language, you will speak not only with fluency, but with aplomb and efficacy and efficiency, and you'll feel in command of the situation, a feeling that you control the communication environment. And that's una sensación muy grata. It's a very nice feeling. And it comes from two aspects basically. If you want to feel in control of the communication situation, you need to understand perfectly, to have a good ear to capture the cross currents of discussion in an important meeting, for example. And second, to be able to talk, to express yourself about things you know. And the grammar isn't your enemy, it's your ally, tu aliado. Convert the grammar from the enemy to an ally, despejando el camino a través de la densa jungla y ramaje de lo que es la gramática del inglés, como un machete muy fuerte, and you open a path. And then you can walk through the jungle like you walk down the street. And you can handle the grammar. The grammar is no longer un freno, un enredo. Grammar is an ally. And that's the idea here. So you need to pay attention, and especially everything I say, everything my colleagues say, you need to repeat these things again and again and again. When you're driving in your car alone, or we're speaking to the wall if necessary, repeat things. I did the same thing in Spanish, always. When I was practicing my mastery of Spanish. Fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuistes, fueron. Comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comistes, comieron. Vete, no te vayas. Váyase, no se vaya. Idos, no os vayáis. Practicing, boom, 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 boom. The structure of the language to gain command. Que la gramática no puede conmigo. Yo voy a poder con la gramática. That's what I say. And it's the same with you. Because the majority, most Spanish people, have a poor ear, aunque creen que no. They have a poor ear. And second, they don't take the time to internalize and learn, to externalize, to reproduce the basic grammar of the language. And this advanced program, we're going to stay in concepts that are still basic, but concepts that are high level in expressiveness. Okay, sermón terminado. Camera number 1. All right, so let's review a bit from class number 3. Spain doesn't export oil. No. Why doesn't Spain export oil? Why doesn't this country? Why doesn't this country export oil? Well, because Spain doesn't have oil. What do you mean Spain doesn't have oil? In Jaén, there are 1 million olive trees for olive oil. Oh, excuse me. I'm not talking about vegetable oil, olive oil. I'm talking about petroleum. Oh. And Spain doesn't export petroleum? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't Spain export petroleum? Oil? Black gold? Because Spain doesn't have any oil, or practically no oil. And Spain doesn't export tin either. Tin? This was 10. No, 10, no, tin. What's tin? Well, ask me how to say tin in Spanish. How do you say tin in Spanish? Estaño. How do you spell it? T-I-N. Oh. Excuse me, what was the question? What was the question? What was the question? The question was, Spain doesn't export tin. Ask me why. Well, why doesn't Spain export tin? Because Spain doesn't have any tin. No. Does Spain export gold? No, it doesn't. And why doesn't Spain export gold? For the same reason. Because Spain doesn't have any gold. The Romans, 2,000 years ago, extracted all the gold, all right, from Spain. They deflowered Spain in gold. So Spain doesn't export any gold. And Spain doesn't export silver either. And why doesn't Spain export silver? Because again, it doesn't have any silver. All right? And Spain doesn't have any oil wells. Why doesn't Spain have any oil wells? Because there isn't any oil underground. And why isn't there any oil underground? I don't know why. I'm not a geologist. I'm not an expert in petroleum exploration. I really don't know. Why isn't there? Why isn't there any oil underground in Spain? I have no idea. Okay? Now, I don't like green peppers. Really? Green peppers. They're delicious. Why don't you like green peppers? I don't know. I'm allergic, I think, to green peppers. And I don't like cinnamon. Cinnamon? Are you kidding? I can't believe it. I don't know anybody who doesn't like. Why don't you like cinnamon? Cinnamon. You don't understand cinnamon. Cinnamon. How do you say cinnamon in Spanish? You don't know. Ask me how to say cinnamon in Spanish. Excuse me, Richard, how do you say cinnamon in Spanish? In Spanish? Canela. Ooh, I love cinnamon. And you don't like cinnamon? No. Why don't you like cinnamon? I don't know. I don't know why. Our tastes apparently are different. You like cinnamon and I don't. So don't ask me why I don't like cinnamon. It's simply I don't like it. And my sister doesn't come to Spain. Never. My sister never comes to Spain. Why doesn't she ever? Fijaos, en la pregunta, no es una pregunta, en la afirmación, que realmente es una negación, he dicho mi hermana nunca viene. Escuchad. My sister never comes. Never comes. Never reemplaza doesn't. De hecho, podría usar doesn't. Podría decir, my sister doesn't ever come, con ever. Pero si pongo never, does desaparece. My sister never comes to Spain. Ahora escuchad el why. Why doesn't your sister ever come to Spain? Why doesn't your sister ever come to Spain? Because the flights are expensive, and my sister lives in Colorado, which is 12 hours away. It takes forever to come here, and it costs a lot of money, and she has 2 children and a husband. And a job, so she simply doesn't have time, and she can't afford it. And why can't she afford it? Because she's not rich. Your sister. And why isn't your sister rich? Because she doesn't have a rich father. And why doesn't she have a rich father? Well, because my father didn't have a rich father. And why didn't your father have a rich father? You know, you ask a lot of questions. And you're a bit nosy, un poco cotilla. I'll talk to you again in a few minutes after the next teacher, and we'll clarify a few things.
Thank you, Richard. My name's David Wardell, and I'm here to put into practice everything that he has just explained to you. So what we're going to do, in fact, is revise the last class, what we did in a previous class. And I'm here with a very special guest, my very good friend, David. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're called David, and I'm David.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mr.
let's make
David.
that very, very clear from the beginning. David, and what's my name?
David.
David, not David.
David.
The D is pronounced with the tongue up.
Okay.
Yeah, pointing upwards. D. It's casi como un T, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So David.
David.
Y tú eres David. Perfecto. Okay, so what we're going to do is practice a little bit some more negative questions. Now, these negative questions all include the auxiliary verb do, or don't in this case. Don't, doesn't, and the past didn't. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a sentence and I'll ask you to ask me why, basically.
Okay.
So why didn't, why doesn't, why don't, for example, yeah?
Okay.
So, for example, I don't live in Albacete. Ask me why.
Why don't you live in Albacete?
Muy bien, but I want you to say don't, con un diptongo, don't.
Okay. Why don't you live in Albacete?
Muy bien, repeat.
Why don't you live in Albacete?
Good, in casa. I don't live in Albacete. Ask me why. Why don't you live in Albacete? Why don't you live in Albacete? Why don't you live in Albacete? Very good. The next one. My son doesn't speak Chinese. My son doesn't speak Chinese.
Why doesn't your son speak Chinese?
Okay, one more time.
Why doesn't your son speak Chinese?
Okay, ¿cómo se dice hijo?
Son,
Son, no. Okay, escribe S-O-N, but it's pronounced san.
san.
San, como el sol, san.
Okay.
Y bajando la mandíbula más, san. Okay, so one more time. My son doesn't speak Chinese. Ask me why.
Why doesn't your son speak Chinese?
Muy bien. Y speak? ¿Has dicho speak?
Speak.
Okay, one more time.
Why doesn't your son speak Chinese?
Muy bien. Okay, so in casa, my son doesn't speak Chinese. Ask me why. Why doesn't your son speak Chinese? Why doesn't your son speak Chinese? Perfecto. Next one. Okay. I didn't eat cockroaches last week. I didn't eat cockroaches last week.
Why didn't you eat cockroaches last week?
Primero, what's a cockroach?
Cockroach is like that small animal
It's
that
a little
are
insect.
in the kitchens.
Exactly, little insect, cucaracha, yeah?
Yes.
So one more time. I didn't eat cockroaches last week. I didn't eat cockroaches last week.
Why didn't you eat cockroaches last week?
I didn't eat cockroaches last week. Good. So why didn't you eat cockroaches last week? Because they taste horrible. I've tried them. They're disgusting. Okay, now we're going to look at some negative questions with the modal verb or auxiliary verb can. Now, of course, the negative is can't. Can't. With an English accent, it's can't. With an American accent, it's slightly different. It's can't. But in England, we make a very big difference between the positive and the negative. Can, I can, and I can't. Suena muy distinto, no? Can, can't. Can, can't. So all these negative questions, of course, will have can't. So, for example, this class can't last 20 hours. Ask me why.
Why doesn't this
Why
class...
can't this time, yeah?
Why can't this class last 20 hours?
Muy bien, repeat.
Why can't this class last 20 hours?
Muy bien, this class. One more time.
Why can't this class last 20 hours?
Perfecto, muy bien. In casa, this class can't last 20 hours. Ask me why. Why can't this class last 20 hours? Muy bien. Okay, the next one. I can't hold my breath underwater for more than a minute. Wow. I can't hold my breath underwater for more than a minute. Ask me why.
Why can't you hold your breath underwater for more than a minute?
Muy bien, repeat.
Why can't you hold your breath underwater for more than a minute?
Muy bien, okay, very good. Okay, in casa, I can't hold my breath underwater for more than a minute. Ask me why. Why can't you hold your breath underwater for more than a minute? Because I'm not a fish, I guess. Okay, the next one. Jenny can't come to the party on Friday.
Why can't Jenny come to the party on Friday?
Muy bien, okay. So Jenny can't come to the party on Friday. Ask me why. Why can't Jenny come to the party on Friday? And one thing always to remember is after can or can't, we never use the infinitive with to. So it's never can to come, for example. It's can come, yes, or can't come. But you've done it very, very well. One last one. My neighbor's dog can't speak.
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Repeat.
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Okay, ahora como una palabra. Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Muy bien. No, speak. One more time.
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Speak.
Speak.
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak? One more time.
Why can't your neighbor's dog speak?
Okay, muy bien. So, why can't your neighbor's dog speak? We've run out of time, unfortunately, so I'll hand you back to Richard. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome back. All right, for you advanced students in whose this is your first time and you didn't go through the intermediate section, then you know that here in Vago en Inglés 4.0, we emphasize agility and dexterity with numbers. Numbers are very important. Cifras, números, porcentajes, fracciones, etc. are used all the time in the professional world. You always need to understand numbers and to be able to express numbers in digit form and in number form and with decimals, etc. So this is your first time, and so what we are going to do now during the next 7 minutes, more or less, is number dictation. I'm going to dictate numbers. In this case, numbers of 1 million or more. A million. 1 million es un millón. A million con el artículo indeterminado también es un millón. A million. A million. 1 million people. 2 million people. 3 million people. 4 million lights. 5 million tents. Tiendas de campaña. ¿Ok? Fijaos, he dicho 3 millones personas. 6 millones de tiendas. No, 6 millones tiendas. La palabra millón en inglés tiene el mismo tratamiento que la palabra mil. 2.000 libros, 2 millones libros. En español hacéis un cambio. Decís 200 libros, 2.000 libros, 2 millones de libros. Cambia. I don't know why. In English, no. 200 libros, 2.000 libros, 2 millones libros, 2 billion libros. Always, okay? 2 million books. Y con eso, dictation, camera 1. All right. I will say the number, and you write it. Are you ready? Come on. Take out a piece of paper. Take out a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, okay? Come on. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up. Are you ready? Okay. I'm going to dictate the number once. Only once. Don't ask me to repeat. I'll see it later or show you later. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Number 1. 1,842,012. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to repeat it. Okay. The next one. 13,743,330. Yeah? Okay. Are you ready? 27,989,111. The next one. 30,313,000. No, excuse me, let me repeat. My mistake, I'm sorry. 30,313,440. Ready? 4,671,902. And finally, 64,286,330. Okay? All right. Let's go back. Now you can check. Now I'll repeat it. Are you ready? 1,842,012. Number 2. 13,743,000. No, perdona. 13,743,330. Okay. 27,989,111. 30,313,440. The next one, 4,671,902. And finally, y por último, and finally, 64,286,330. Okay, let's look at these things. Can you see them? I can't. Normally I have a monitor, but it's not working today. Okay, now, 1,842,012. Correct? Yes? All right. 13,743,330. Okay, good. 989,111. Okay. 30,313,440. Okay. 4,671,902. Do you have it? Okay. And finally, 64,286,330. How did you do? How many correct? Maria, how many correct? All of them. Maria, la regidora, the floor technician, for those of you who don't know her. She had it perfect. Maybe it was too easy. All right? All right? Too easy. But in any case, to practice 1330, 1440, 1550, vamos con los años, 1330. 1330. In 1330, Spain was divided into different kingdoms. The Kingdom of Aragon, the Kingdom of Castile, the Kingdom of Leon, the Kingdom of Navarre, and of course, the Moorish kingdoms in the south, Granada, in that area, okay? In 1330. In 1440, still, basically was Castile and Aragon, basically were the two most important, and still in Granada, there was a small kingdom of the Moors, Boabdil's kingdom, okay? In 1440. Now in 1550, Spain was united. Except for Portugal, Spain was united. The Iberian Peninsula was united in one kingdom, the Kingdom of Spain, in 1550. And the king was Charles I, or Charles V of the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. In 1660, Spain was a kingdom, but in 1660, Spain was having problems with Catalonia and with Portugal. And those period was a difficult period for Spain in the reign, el reinado. The reign of Philip IV in 1660. Philip IV was the king of Spain. In 1770, the king of Spain was Charles III. Charles III. He was also called the mayor of Madrid. In 1770, he was a very good king according to historians, okay? From Sicily, the House of Bourbon, and he was a good king, Charles III, in 1770. In 1880, 1880, I don't know who was the king. I think the wife of Alphonse XII was the regent, and Alphonse XIII was very young, okay? So really there was no, well, there was a king, but he wasn't reigning. And finally, in 1990, the king of Spain was Juan Carlos I, the current king. Okay, we need to stop for a moment because our sponsors are knocking on the door. But I'll be right back, so don't go too far away. Okay, numbers, figures, percentages, fractions, decimals. They're all very, very important. Very important to learn well. No menospreciéis los números, las cifras, etc. Y las fechas, etc. It's very, very important. And for example, Madrid. In Madrid, there are 3.8 million people. Do you understand? 3.8 million people in Madrid proper. In the province or the community of Madrid, there are 6.1 million people. In Andalusia, there are 8.1 million people. In Catalonia, there are 7.9 million people. In the United States, there are 305 million people. In Spain, there are 45 million people. In Colombia, there are 43 million people. In Portugal, there are 9 million people. Okay, to know how to use this. In the United Kingdom, there are 65.7 million people. Million books, million, etc. No millones de. Okay? I'll be right back after our next teacher.
Thank you, Richard. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Hannah, and I'm here with you to practice your English with you and with my special guest here, David. Hi, David.
Hello, how are you?
Great. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Well, we're going to practice numbers, and as you know by now, we love to practice numbers because we repeat it and we constantly reinforce listening to and repeating and saying the numbers so that you can say them quickly and easily. With a lot of practice, you'll see that they'll just come out naturally this quickly. So we're going to dictate some numbers, so please have your pen and paper ready, and let's get started. Okay, so Dave, get your board ready. Here we go. 341,562. I'll repeat one more time. 341,562. Okay, are you ready? Great. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Let's see what you have. Okay, show everyone. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Great. Okay, good. Correct answer. Okay, so let's read the number, please.
341,562.
Okay, great. Now, remember the trick here, la clave. What do we do here when we have 100 and? We connect those two words as if it were just one word. So 100 and, 300 and. So let's hear you say 300 and.
300 and.
Good. Again,
300 and.
Perfect. So say the number again, connecting 100 and.
341,562.
Okay, great. Better, better. Okay, repeat. 5.
5.
Yes, okay, bien. So remember, I always emphasize the ending of the word, la terminación. The ending of the word is very important. So, número 5. Do we say 5 or 5? Eso, 5 con V al final. So make sure that I can hear the 5. 5. 562. Okay, so follow those key points and here, let's hear the number again.
341,562.
Okay, much better, great. So remember, we connect 100 and, 1,000 and, 100 and, okay, as if it were just one word, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, next number, okay? Good job, great job. Okay, let's go for a bigger number this time. Más grande, here we go. 2,607,880. I'll repeat. 2,607,880. Oh, last minute change?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not sure? Okay, let's see if David has the correct number. And, okay, 2 okay, great. Okay, very good. Okay, now why did you doubt yourself at the end? What did you have before?
Because the first time I had
I had?
808.
Okay.
And the second time I had 80.
had?
I had, yes,
Okay.
880.
Okay, great. Okay, very good. So the number is correct. So let's hear David read the number.
2,607,880.
Okay, very good. Great. So did you see how, did you hear actually how David connected 100 and? So try that at home again. So 2,607,880. And remember the difference between 18 and 80. ¿Dónde ponemos el énfasis? Where do we put the accent or the emphasis? When we have 18, 17, 16, 15, the emphasis falls on teen. But when we have 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, the emphasis falls on the first syllable. So 2,607,880. Okay, great job. You did a very good job on that one. Okay, let's try another number. Here we go. All right, 55,414. I'll repeat, 55,414. All right, so let's see. Great, yes, excellent, very good. And so notice here, wait, show it again, David, show the number again. Now notice we're using a comma, okay, so please don't put a decimal point after 55. Remember, it's a comma, not a point. Remember, points are only for decimales, okay, so here, a comma, very important. Okay, go ahead and read the number, David.
55,414.
Good, okay, repeat.
55,414.
Very good. Okay, 414. Again.
414.
Okay, very good. Great, great. So again, let's listen to the correct pronunciation. 55,055. Remember, I want to hear la V, the V al final de 5. 55,414. Okay, so 100 and, again, conectamos 100, and, como si fuera una sola palabra. 114. We put the emphasis on 14. 14. Okay, great. Next number. Okay, let's do a very, very big number. Here we go. All right. 50,212,660. Okay, so I'll repeat the number again. Listen up. 50,212,660.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's take a look. Great, very good, excellent. So we have the correct number. All right, you're on a roll, David.
Thank you.
All right, so let's read the number.
50,212,660.
Very good. Okay, great. So let's repeat again. 50,212,660. Okay, so practice this at home. Let's hear you repeat the number again. I'll give you time. So repeat the number with me, together with me, so that I can hear you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 50,212,660. Okay, so I want you to sound like an echo. So repeating everything that I say exactly the same way. Repeating the sounds. So repite los sonidos, the sounds. All right, let's do one more. Okay. All right, 90,420. 90,420. Let's take a look. Okay, great. That was easy, right? That was easy for you, David.
Okay.
Okay, let's read the number.
90,420.
Okay, good. Repeat again.
90,420.
Okay, very good. 400 and, 100 and.
100 and.
Yes,
100
mejor.
and.
Okay, again. Read the number.
90,420.
Perfect. Excellent. So we're going to leave it on that great note. David, you did a great job.
Thank you.
And I hope you did a great job at home as well. So you have to leave now and go back to Richard. Bye-bye.
Okay, oh, finally, yes, ya era hora. It's about time, it's about time. It's about time is la expression ya era hora. It's about time you finished. I don't like to wait. And it takes the other teacher forever to finish those 8 minutes. It takes forever. And I am so impatient. I am such an impatient person. I'm so impatient that I simply can't stand it. I'm here waiting. Finally, he finishes. How long does it take to learn English? I don't know. Camera number 1. How long does it take? How long does it take to learn a second language? It depends. What does it depend on? What does it depend on? What does it depend on? ¿De qué depende? What does it depend on? It depends on you. It depends on me. Yes, it depends on your effort. It depends on your strides. Strides? What are strides? Listen. One time, there was a man walking in the country, boom, 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 from one village to another village. And he didn't know this area, so he wasn't sure how long it would take him to reach the next village. And he was walking along a path, un sendero. And out near the path, he saw a man working in the fields with the wheat, con el trigo. And he said, "Excuse me, sir." And the man looks, how long will it take me? How long will it take me to reach the next village? And the man didn't say anything and continued working. And the traveler said, "Excuse me, how long does it take to the next village?" And the man in the country looked, said nothing, and continued working. So the traveler, after the second question, okay, and he started walking. And after about 10 steps, the man working in the field said, 45 minutes. And the traveler was surprised. 45 minutes? He turned and said, "Excuse me, sir, why didn't you tell me before? I asked you twice." And the man in the country said, "Because I didn't see your strides." Strides son zancadas. And so the man in the country couldn't tell the traveler how long it would take him to reach the next town because he didn't see the traveler's strides. If he took big strides, it took him less time. If it was small strides, it took him more time. To take is tardar. How long does it take? How long does it take to learn a language? How long does it take to fly from Madrid to New York? How long does it take to fly around the world? How long does it take to cross the Atlantic in a ship? How long does it take to drink a cup of water in this program? How long does it take? How long does it take? ¿Cuánto se tarda? How long does it take to have a heart operation? How long does it take to put on the microphone in this studio? How long does it take to prepare the studio for my program? How long does it take to finish Va un Inglés 4.0? How long does it take? Claro, en español tenéis el verbo tardar. En inglés no existe el verbo tardar. Existe el verbo llevar. ¿Cuánto tiempo lleva realizar cualquier cosa? How long does it take to cook paella? How long does it take to prepare fabada? How long does it take to cook an omelette? How long does it take? How long does it take to drive from Madrid to Barcelona? Y cuando queremos personalizar, ¿cuánto tardas tú? O ¿cuánto tarda María? ¿Cuánto tarda tu hermana? How long does it take you? How long does it take Maria? How long does it take your sister to drive from Madrid to Barcelona? How long does it take a normal person to learn a normal language, not Chinese, okay? How long does it take? And ask me how long it takes me to come here. Yeah, ask me. Ask me how long it takes me to come to this studio every day. Excuse me, Richard, how long does it take you? How long does it take you to come to this studio every day? It takes me about 25 minutes, except on Fridays. It takes me longer. Ask me why. Richard, why does it take you longer to come here on Fridays? It takes me longer. It takes me longer. It takes me. It takes me longer to come here on Fridays because people stop work earlier and there's a lot more traffic, a lot of traffic congestion. It takes me longer. And Richard, how long does it take you to come here on Saturdays? I usually don't come here on Saturdays, but sometimes I do. So yes, repeat the question. How long does it take you? ¿Cuánto tardas? ¿Cuánto te lleva a ti? How long does it take you? Fijaos en la pronunciación. Take you, you. Por cierto, la Y inglesa suena igual que la H-I-E en español. Hierba, hielo, hiedra, you. No, you. You are no existe en inglés. You are, hielo are, hiedra are, hierba are, you are. Ahora, take you, la K del take manda aquí. Y acaba sonando take you, Q, Q. Como la letra Q. ¿Cómo se dice Q en inglés? Q. Take you. How long does it take you? And I want you to repeat between today and tomorrow 50 questions. In the present tense, ¿cuánto tardas tú? How long does it take you to get up in the morning? How long does it take you to shave? How long does it take you to brush your teeth? How long does it take you to take a shower, valga la redundancia, or to have a shower? How long does it take you to wash your hair? Girls, if you paint your nails, how long does it take you to paint your fingernails? How long does it take you to paint your toenails, if you paint your toenails? How long does it take you to put on your makeup? How long does it take you to get dressed? How long does it take you to go to your car in the morning? How long does it take you to drive to work? If you go to work by public transport, how long does it take you to go from your house to your office? How long does it take you? How long does it take you to fall asleep at night? When you go to bed with the intention of going to sleep, how long does it take you? How long does it take you? How long does it take you to go to sleep, dormirte? How long does it take you to wake up completely in the morning? How long does it take you to prepare a coffee at home? How long does it take you, etc.? All right? How long does it take you to reach your door from the portal, from the ground floor to your apartment? How long does it take you? Ask me how long it takes me to button this shirt. Richard, how long does it take you to button that shirt? It takes me about 30 seconds to button this shirt. Ask me how long it takes me to prepare this class. Richard, how long does it take you to prepare this class? It doesn't take me any time. My preparation for this class is 35 years of experience. It doesn't take me any time. How long does it take you? Okay. How long does it take you? All right. Well, I'll be back in just a few minutes after our next teacher to close the program.
Thank you, Richard. My name's Richard. I'm the other Richard, of course. And we're going to carry on doing to death the verb to take. But before we do it, we're going to look at the 5 words you have to learn for today, which are to add up, the verb to add up. To add up means, Susana, que está conmigo, how are you?
Oh, fine.
Good. What does add up mean?
Sumar.
Sumar, good. You add this up with this. Yeah, add this to this. Okay, to add up. The next one is to press, another verb, to press.
Pulsar.
Exactly, you press a button. You press a button on your phone. Mood is the next one.
El humor.
El humor, en el sentido de tu humor, ¿ya?
Sí.
No el humor de humor. De ja, ja, ja. Okay.
Sí.
Mood, I'm in a good mood. Estoy de buen humor. I'm in a bad mood. Estoy de mal humor. Okay, the next 2, to contribute.
Contribuir.
Muy difícil. Did you get it at home? I hope so. Did you get it? ¿Lo pillaste? ¿Acertaste? Did you get it? Decimos. Okay. And finally, acoustics. Acoustics means...
La acústica.
La acústica de un edificio, exactly. The acoustics in this studio are unbelievable. Okay? Increíbles. Or the acoustics in the cathedral are fabulous. Okay then, let's get going with the verb to take. Now you already know what it means. To take means tardar tiempo. Haciendo algo, yeah? We take time to do something. Se tarda X tiempo en hacer algo. En inglés decimos, it takes X time to do something, okay? We always use the third person singular. It takes, or it in the past, it took. Bien. Okay, Susana. So I'm going to give you, we're going to carry on giving examples and just working and working and working at this verb, okay? For example, I will give you an activity, like to make a cake, okay? And I want you to tell me. It takes half an hour to make a cake. It takes an hour to make a cake. And I will also give you indicators regarding the time. For example, yesterday, make a cake. It took half an hour to make a cake yesterday. Okay, ready? Good. Susana, to make the bed yesterday.
Okay, it took 3 minutes to make the bed.
3 minutes. Okay, not minutes, minutes.
Minute.
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 Okay, se escribe minute, but we say minute. Okay, es como si estuviese escrito minute. M-I-N-I-T. Minute. No se dice minute. Okay. It took 3 minutes to make the bed. Muy bien. To iron the clothes every day.
It takes 15 minutes to iron.
Minutes.
Minutes?
Eso es.
To iron the clothes.
Good. ¿Qué significa to iron the clothes? ¿Lo sabéis en casa? Exactly. Planchar. To iron. An iron is una plancha. Okay. To iron the clothes. I'm ironing. Okay. It takes 15 minutes every day to iron the clothes. The next activity, to learn English. How long does it take?
It takes years.
Years. Okay, it takes years. Se tarda años en aprender inglés. Okay, sí y no. Okay, one thing is being able to speak it absolutely perfectly, and another is being able to get by. To get by significa
Manejarse.
sí. Apañárselas, no?
Sí.
Exactly. I've never heard that verb before in Spanish. Good. Okay, the next activity, to throw the rubbish away. To throw, tirar la basura.
It takes 2 minutes to throw the rubbish away.
Okay, and what about yesterday? ¿Cómo sería?
It took.
It took. Muy bien. Again?
It took 2 minutes to.
Minutes.
Minutes to
To throw?
To throw the garbage away.
To throw the garbage away. Bien. Susana used the American word garbage in the States, en los Estados Unidos. In the States, they say garbage or trash. In the UK, en el Reino Unido, we say rubbish. Es igual, okay? You throw the trash away, you throw the garbage away, you throw the rubbish away. También se puede decir to throw the rubbish out, okay? Bien. To shave every day. To shave significa? What does it mean? Afeitarse. Muy bien. To shave. Good.
Okay, takes 10 minutes to shave.
Minutes.
Minutes to shave.
Excellent. Okay, it takes 10 minutes to shave every day. A mí yo tardo menos. It takes me 3 minutes to shave just here, okay?
With a razor.
Exactly. By the way, we don't say to shave yourself. It's not a reflexive verb in English, okay? We shave, y punto. No se dice to shave myself, okay? It takes 5 minutes to shave, or it takes 5 minutes for me to shave. Every day. Bien, the next activity. To put your tie on.
Ah,
tie.
okay.
¿Qué es a tie?
Corbata.
Sí, y mucha gente dice tea, un tea. No, es un tea. A tea is a cup of tea. Un té. A tie es una corbata.
It takes 5 minutes to tie up. No?
To tie, bueno, puedes decir to tie a tie. Or to do a tie up.
To do a tie.
Or tie up a tie. Or to do up a tie. Tenemos dos formas. To tie a tie or to do up a tie. Okay? Again?
It takes 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Eso es.
To tie up
A tie.
a tie.
To tie up. Bueno, es un poquito redundante, por eso decimos to do up a tie. Good. Vosotros en casa, it takes 3 minutes. Bueno, it takes me 40 seconds to do up a tie or to do my tie. Okay? Good. To brush your teeth yesterday.
It took 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Minutes to brush my teeth.
Excellent.
Yesterday.
Today, well, this morning. It took, how long?
5 minutes.
5 minutes for Susana to brush her teeth. We say cepillarse los dientes, yeah, to brush your teeth. Good. What about to buy a newspaper, to go and buy a newspaper from your house? Every day.
5 minutes.
Y con el verbo que estamos practicando, que por eso estamos aquí.
It takes 5 minutes to get and buy the newspaper.
Good. It takes 5 minutes to go and buy the newspaper every day. ¿Y ayer cómo sería? ¿Lo sabéis en casa? Eso es. It took me, si queréis personalizarlo, it took me 5 minutes to go and buy the paper yesterday. Okay? Good. To smoke a cigarette every day. Muy malo, huh? It's very bad for you.
It takes 4 minutes to smoke a cigarette.
¿Se dice minutes o minutes?
Minutes.
Mejor.
I'm never gonna learn that.
Good. Minutes is a key learning from today, okay? Es un aprendizaje, no me sale la palabra. Clave de hoy. Minute se dice, no minute, okay? Minute. It takes 4 minutes to smoke a cigarette. Do you smoke?
No.
No, I don't either, so I don't know. How long does it take to smoke a cigarette? ¿Lo sabéis en casa? Decidlo bien, todos. It takes 3 minutes, it takes 5 minutes to smoke a cigarette. Okay, I'll see you very soon for another exciting lesson. Take care, bye-bye.
Okay, one more class. We finished one more class, and tomorrow, another. It's a never-ending story for the moment because we have only finished 4 classes. Tomorrow, class number 5. Many of the things we're teaching you, you think you know very well, but you don't. Because to know something means you can reproduce it spontaneously in any situation, even the most compromising and critical situations. And I have met very few people cuyo dominio, whose mastery of English allows them to use English grammar correctly, spontaneously, and effectively. And I don't think you do. Many people think that because they understand and recognize a form, that they know it. Knowing a form is only measured by your ability to reproduce it quickly, effectively, and in the right moment. Okay, so you need to practice a lot with me. Let's continue tomorrow. Okay, see you.